That's really bright, isn't it?
Yeah.
So should we do something with that? Come on. Okay, now hang on.
Oh, wait, go back. 9.
You come in my car, you solve all my problems. Okay, so hang on. Just, we need to make sure. Do you want to do your hair? Do you want to do your hair or something? Yeah? He's looking good. He's looking good.
You alright?
I like it. So, I don't even know this guy. Just met 45 minutes ago. I'm here with Sabir, and Sabir has contacted me through Instagram. Is that right?
Yeah.
Instagram. Yeah, you contacted me through Instagram, wanted to do a mock test. He's got a driving test coming up really soon.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Sabir, is this your first mock test?
Yeah.
It is, isn't it? Yeah? Okay, so how are you feeling about it today?
Quite nervous, but I think I should be good.
How many hours of driving have you done, approximately?
Right now, probably around 30 now.
Are you doing any private practice, or is it just all with your instructor?
Yeah, just with an instructor.
Just with your instructor. It's about 30 hours. How would you rate your driving? Do you feel confident? Do you feel...
Yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, I don't think I do anything like...
He's got to put his money where his mouth is now, because he's just...
But I don't think I do anything dangerous.
Do you know what? We're all human. And this is the thing, when it comes to your driving test is, obviously we are here to instruct you, but we are human as well. We make mistakes. It happens across the board. So to think that there's such a thing as a perfect drive. For you guys at home, I'll be breaking this down, so there'll be a lot of good stuff in here. All the good stuff, if something goes wrong, I'll be highlighting it. And you, when it comes to the result, you're going to get the result at the end. Yeah, so I'm not going to be telling you as things happen. If you would like to do a mock test on my channel, then hit me up on Instagram and we can have a chat about it. At all times, I like to follow the road ahead unless I tell you to turn left or turn right, unless road signs indicate otherwise. If I need you to turn, I'll tell you in good time. We're going to take in one reversing maneuver, possibly an emergency stop, and we're going to be doing about 15 to 20 minutes of independent driving. On this particular test, we're going to be following road signs. Tell me how you would check that your directional indicators were working properly.
So you turn the ignition on, then you can press the hazard lights.
Okay.
And then you can just go out and check if they're on.
That's it. Yeah. Do you need the engine on to put the hazard lights on?
No, the engine. Wait. Yeah, you do, don't you?
What if your car breaks down?
Oh, you don't?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to. And do you know what? It's not one of those things I would worry too much about, because when it came to it, when you pressed it, you would see it works. Feel free. Where is it?
It's right here.
That's it. Boom. Just like always, like, comment and subscribe, because it really boosts the channel and it pushes this video out to other people that might find this content beneficial.
Yeah.
He's going to like it. Well, so when we see you next, we'll be starting the test. So whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Drive on. To the right here, please.
All right.
It's a good solid start by Sabir as he looks all the way around the car as he moves off. Now, Sabir has already demonstrated to me that he can drive, so I'm actually expecting quite a lot from this mock test. However, do understand a mock test is there to highlight any potential problems that you may have.
And then at the end of the road, turn left.
So far, Sabir is demonstrating a very clean drive. His mirrors and observations are bang on point. Sabir handles this first junction well. He does all the correct observation. This van turns in as he's emerging, but it's perfectly clear. He's in full control. And then when faced with an orange Gandalf, he's equally unperturbed. Echoes of "You shall not pass" spring to mind. I wonder if you can see the camera on the roof.
He was in stop pose there, wasn't he?
Well, as the saying goes, if you're gonna do a job, do it properly.
And then at the traffic lights, you're just gonna follow the road ahead. Okay.
Sabir correctly approaches in the left-hand lane, which is normal drive position, and then maintains a good separation gap between himself and the vehicle in front, which is commonly known as tyres on tarmac. Sabir then maintains a good position through this junction, keeping to the left so that he does not interfere with any vehicles that could be turning right.
And then we're just going to find somewhere to pull up on the left in a safe place.
Okay.
Sabir doesn't rush, takes his time and looks for a suitable spot. He does have a car behind him and does signal a little bit late, but this has no impact on the vehicle behind, so this is just advisory.
That'll do. Okay, brilliant. Drive on when you're ready.
Sabir again demonstrates good all-round observation as he moves off. He's not using the handbrake, but he keeps good control.
And then at the end of the road here, turn left, please.
Sabir makes his first mistake, and unfortunately, it's a serious one. It's the pedestrian priority all over again. The rule is, if pedestrians are waiting to cross, you should let them go, and if they're in the road, you must. And unfortunately for Sabir, they're already in the road. When moving from a minor road into a major road, you have nowhere to hide. It is a no-brainer to let the pedestrians go. Apart from this little hiccup, Sabir has no problem with this junction.
You okay?
I think Sabir knows he's made a mistake. He manages this pedestrian crossing well, waiting for the pedestrian to get to the centre island and checks the left-hand side properly.
We're going to follow the road signs to Mill Hill, please.
Mill Hill, okay.
Sabir now has his first route direction. He reads the sign well and knows exactly where he's going. A little side note here, 1 in 5 tests follow road signs, so if it's not something you're used to, do practice it, because it could come up. Sabir takes the junction well. He's exuding confidence and control. As Sabir comes around this corner, he comes across somebody getting into their vehicle. He reduces the car to the appropriate speed and manages the situation well.
And then just continue to follow the signs to Mill Hill.
Again, Sabir has no problem reading the signs. The signs on this particular route are nice and clear. A side note on this though, if you're unsure where you're going, just ask. Again, Sabir's mirror work and signal timing is bang on. If you want a good example, watch this guy. When he takes his turn onto the dual carriageway, he enters the correct lane, which is the left lane for normal driving. The speed limit on this road is 50 miles an hour, and Sabir is making progress, but he's still driving in 4th gear. This would be marked down as an eco-safe driving fault, but it's not listed as a driver fault, it's more advisory. With the cost of fuel these days, I would strongly recommend use all your gears. Sabir has read the signs well and is still en route. Sabir had been enqueuing traffic at these traffic lights, but he didn't anticipate them changing so quickly. In this case, it would just be a driver fault for brakes. Sabir is again driving on a 50-mile-an-hour dual carriageway, and there is a car sitting in the middle lane. The silver car is making a mistake and should come back to the left. Sabir has an opportunity to overtake, but he chooses not to. I do find out later that he was considering the undertake, as in pass on the left. If he had done that, that would have been a serious. However, he's now saved from this possibly becoming a serious because of the build-up of traffic. Learning to overtake in the right-hand lane can be quite a scary prospect for a learner driver. However, if you do it a few times, you'll get used to it. Just remember to come back to the left afterwards. He's now taking on the Mill Hill Circus, but he's following the road ahead to the second exit. He's in the correct lane. All he needs to do is maintain his discipline and signal off. He positions his car ever so slightly on the lane line here, so this is a driver fault for lane discipline. But he checks both mirrors and signals off at the correct time.
Follow the signpost now to Edgware.
Now the first sign doesn't indicate Edgware at all, so if you're not sure, just ask.
see an edge, man. Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
It's a little bit hard to see, but he's going to be turning left first exit on this roundabout. And again, Sabir positions well and in good time for this junction. This is the apex corner, however, turning left first exit shouldn't be tricky at all. Sabir again manages it well. It's quite busy with traffic, but he's checking his mirrors and signalling off.
Okay, so you're going to come up to 2 double mini roundabouts. On the first one, follow the road ahead. Second one, turn left.
Head left.
Yes.
Sabir now approaches a double mini roundabout, which can be a banana skin for quite a few learner drivers. However, he deals with it well. He possibly could have done a bit better avoiding the centre island, but in this case, it's not noteworthy. And then as the space tightens in front of him, he reduces his speed and manages the situation well.
Okay, so I'm just going to direct you as normal now. Okay? And at the roundabout, turn left, please.
Again, Sabir checks his mirrors and signals just in time for this roundabout and deals with it well. Now, just a quick teaching point, whenever you enter a new junction, always look out for speed limit signs. Sabir has noticed the speed limit sign and drops his speed. And then responds well to the pedestrian crossing. He waits for the pedestrian to be completely clear before he proceeds. And then checks all mirrors before he moves off. Sabir then keeps his speed down as he drives through this high street, again demonstrating he understands the risks or dangers of parked cars.
And then when it's safe to do so, could you put your front demister on for me, please?
I like this a lot. He can see the vehicle oncoming and does not think about going for the demister. But as soon as it passes, he locates it.
That'll do. And then at the roundabout, turn right.
Sabir is now approaching a tricky mini roundabout, and it's busy. But he's very patient and he waits for his gap. He does miss a couple of opportunities, but they're very slim. This learner driver who's turning left now, possibly he could have made it, but a car turning left is barely a shield. What would be more preferable is a car turning right, but he doesn't have one. So he's patient and he waits for his gap. The highway code stipulates you must not drive over mini roundabouts. Now, some roundabouts are impossible to avoid, but this one he could have done better. This could easily go against you on a test, so therefore it cannot be ignored. In reality, this rule is to prevent people from moving across the right-hand side. And I don't think this was Sabir's intention. However, he's demonstrated a weakness, and this is a mock test. This is a serious fault for turning right.
And then you're going to take the next road on the right here, please.
Straight after this junction, Sabir is going to be performing the right reverse exercise. And on this right turn, he doesn't rush. There is a car coming, and he possibly could have made it. But it's only a possible. He makes the right choice.
And then I'd like you to find somewhere to pull up on the right in a safe place.
And again, I like this. He doesn't rush. He looks for a safe place and then moves in.
Fantastic. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're now going to do the reverse exercise. I'd just like you to reverse the car up to about 10 meters, 2 car lengths, keeping reasonably close to the curb,
Okay.
in a straight line.
All right.
Okay? You ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Out of all the reversing manoeuvres, this is probably the easiest one. The pitfalls are observation. When it comes to this manoeuvre, you must be aware of oncoming traffic and possibly vehicles coming up behind. You also need to be demonstrating awareness of pedestrians on the pavement. On this manoeuvre, Sabir ticks all the boxes. He's fully aware of his surroundings, has good control of the car, and gets the manoeuvre done.
Brilliant. That'll do.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Drive on when you're ready.
Okay.
Sabir then patiently waits for his moment to move off, and then moves off safely.
At the roundabout, turn left.
Once again, Sabir checks his mirrors and signals in good time, and deals with this mini roundabout well.
And then take the next road on the left, please.
And then we're 2 major junctions away from test centre. And there's only one thing left of note, so let's just jump straight to it.
I knew he was in the way there.
It's all right.
At the roundabout, we're going to turn left.
It's another pedestrian priority problem. However, in this case, the pedestrian is waiting to cross. So this is a should let them go rather than a must. So this is just a driver fault.
Left, right.
Yes, left.
Okay. I forgot.
Just for a second there, I was confused. You said left, right.
And here it is. Whether the pedestrian wants to cross or not, if you just come to a stop, it allows the pedestrian to either wave you on or cross the road.
Okay. How you doing, Sabir?
It's all right.
Yeah? How was that as an experience?
It's all right.
Yeah? First mock test.
Yeah.
First mock test you've done, and you're doing it on camera.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think you did?
I think I did okay, but there was 2 points with
Okay.
like pedestrians.
Okay.
I don't know.
So
'Cause
where
I'm kind of iffy on pedestrians. Like I don't know.
it's one of the things you asked me
Yeah, I asked
on the
you
way
about
up here,
it.
didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about the 2 situations. Which 2 situations are you talking about?
I think there's only one actually. When I was turning left, I was like approaching it, and there were these like guys on the right.
There was 2 of them, wasn't there?
2 of them, yeah.
Yeah, on the right.
I saw them. I started laughing because I knew.
I saw you laughing, and I knew exactly what you were thinking. Okay, where's the second one?
Actually, I don't know what the second one was.
Is it just here?
Yeah, it was just there. I think so.
Just here, yeah, with the pedestrian there on the left. Okay, so pass or fail?
I want to say fail because of those pedestrians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, look. I'm going to start off with some loads of positives here because I think ultimately, I thought you did. The majority of that drive was really good. Really good.
Thank you.
Okay? Now, look, a mock test is there to bring up some little things and that could occur. Okay, so that pedestrian there, you're coming up to those 2 pedestrians there, you're coming up to a giveaway line. And this is where the pedestrian priority thing for me is a no-brainer, right? If you're coming up to a giveaway line, what are you already doing with your speed?
Slowing down.
Right, so if you're already slowing down and there's a pedestrian waiting to cross, what can you do for them? Very, very easily.
Just stop.
If a pedestrian is waiting to cross, the language in the highway code is should or must?
Just waiting on the road.
They're waiting on the side of the road.
Should.
Should. If they're in the road,
Must.
you must. Your problem in this particular situation was they stepped into the road.
Oh.
Because they stepped into the road, that's why it escalates to
I
a
saw them
serious
as well,
fault.
man.
Yes? So if they'd have just waited there and you moved forwards, for me, that's a driver fault.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a should. Do you think you got anything anywhere else? Rest of it? Good?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless it was something stupid.
What about that mini roundabout which you just sort of went over it and turned right? Do you remember that?
No.
What's the language in the highway code? You're going to hate this. What's the language in the highway code about mini roundabouts? Do you think it's a should or a must to go around them?
Must.
It's a must.
So I didn't go around?
No, hang on a minute, Okay, so there's quite a few, and on the video I'm going to highlight it, there's quite a few where it's almost impossible not to, you have to go on them a little bit. But this one, you just went and turned.
Really?
Do you like the sound effects?
Oh, I actually don't remember that.
That in itself, I was umming and ahhing about it. I don't think any major risk, but you just completely ignored it for some reason. And we felt it because the car went over it. This one last hit, I'm going to let it go. That's a should. Driver fault.
Which one? Oh, the
yeah.
pedestrian.
Pedestrian, yeah. Foot brake, you're a bit heavy at one stage. The lane discipline on the dual carriageway, you were a little bit to the right.
Okay.
Okay, I gave you one for progress, and I'm going to talk to you about this. I want to make a point of this. You were on the dual carriageway, and you had a car in the middle lane.
Yeah.
And you said to me, you said something out loud like, I want to go past. You wanted to go past it, didn't you?
I said, I don't know if I should undertake him.
Oh, undertake. What do you think would have happened if you'd have undertaken him? Or her?
I don't know.
How do you think that would be marked? When you overtake on a dual carriageway, okay, what's the left lane for?
Just driving, normally.
What's the centre and the right lanes for?
Overtaking.
So now ask me that question about overtaking on the left. Should you have been overtaking on the left?
No.
No. Okay, when are you allowed to? Because there are circumstances where you're allowed to pass vehicles on the left, but think about this logically and safely. When would it be safe to pass vehicles on the left-hand side?
I don't know.
Only in slow-moving traffic.
Okay, and that was slow moving traffic.
Yeah. No, that was not slow-moving traffic. What speed were we doing?
Doing like 35?
40. Doing 40 miles an hour. What was the speed limit there?
40.
50.
Oh yeah, it was 50. Yeah.
It was a 50.
That's what I was.
So I gave you a drive fault for progress because I
Okay.
felt you could have.
Yeah, because I knew if I wanted to overtake him, I had to go on the right. But I didn't want to go on the right, like the right,
Why
or the
not?
right side lane.
Why?
I'll do it.
Have you never done it?
Only if I'm turning right, but I'm not like overtaking.
Do you think that's something you should look at with your
Yeah,
instructor?
probably, yeah.
Definitely. Get used to it. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
The way you drive, Sabir, you can easily handle it. It's not as serious because the traffic built up and then there was no point. You didn't need to later on.
Mhm.
But if that traffic hadn't have built up and you'd sat there doing 40 miles an hour while that car's in the middle lane, then that could escalate to a serious. And then one for eco-safe driving. But this is not marked. Eco-safe. Do you know
Okay.
do you know what eco-safe driving is?
Is it just? Oh, is it gears? It's got the gears.
You were in fourth gear. Car could have taken fifth or sixth.
Okay.
This has been Sabir's mock test. I personally think he's done an incredibly good job. I've never seen him drive before. This was the first time today. So please give him some love in the comments. Thank you so much for allowing us to film this process for everybody else, because people will get benefit from this. There's going to be stuff in this video. And personally, as I said, I think you tested really well. So I really wish you a whole load of luck.
Thank you.
For your test that's coming up. If you like what we've seen here, hit the like button, subscribe if you like more content, and I will see you in the next one. Get well out.